And for more on the meaning of the Benedict essay, I'm joined by Monsignor Michael Curran. He is a professor of moral theology at St. Joseph's Seminary in Yonkers, also known as Dunwoody. Monsignor, as always, thank you so much for being here.
You
know what? It's only been a day.
Yeah.
Let's wrap our brains around that. It has only been a day, and there's been a lot of reaction to this essay. What are your initial thoughts on the letter?
My initial thoughts are I'm not surprised that there's a lot of reaction because it's such an important topic. But my reaction to it is that in many ways it's typical Pope Benedict in terms of a very thoughtful, a very clear, but at the same time a kind of a penetrating analysis of what's happening. Yeah.
Now, Benedict pointed to the sexual revolution. This was a major theme, the sexual revolution of the 60s and a weakening of the faith as the root causes of the crisis. Now, do you agree that there was this profound impact from both these themes?
I agree that there's a profound impact that both of those issues represent. You know, when we talk about the causes, in these cases, we're ultimately talking about the reality of sin. And sin didn't start in the 60s, you know. But I think in terms of what contributed to allowing the sad reality of abuse to flourish, hate to use that kind of word, but would be that collapse of morality, certain things that were there to be taught or discussed in a family setting, all of a sudden exploded without any kind of moral parameters in culture, as well as the loss of a sense of absolute truth in moral theology certainly contributed to an environment that could have left the abuse crisis unchecked.
What impact, if any, at all, do you think that Pope Benedict's comments will have on how the clerical sexual abuse crisis is addressed from this point on? Because this could very well be possibly the last major essay we get from Benedict, although the last one was the last one.
Exactly,
right?
It is. He's full of surprises. I think, when I'm reflecting on it myself, I think it's his attempt to make a contribution to helping things get better. Still a very pastoral approach from man who used to be our supreme shepherd. So I think the lasting impact would be to help us to look, beyond the very necessary procedural questions of reporting and analyzing different cases. We need that. That's necessary. But to go more reflective, to look at deeper causes, I think, and long-lasting solutions, especially his idea of our need to return to God, who is the source of human dignity, the source of dignity in our actions. And we're not going to get better at behavior until we bring God back into the picture more fully.
Really quickly, Monsignor, we have 30 seconds. Do you think this essay could possibly represent a foundation for future analysis and for future adaptation of other letters referring to the clerical sexual abuse crisis?
I do, in the sense that I think he provides a horizon that any attempt to really constructively go forward would need to take into consideration.
All right, thank you so much, Monsignor. Always so good having you here.
Always a pleasure to be here. Thank you.